Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another very interesting edition of HR Mentorship Learning Series. Today, I have someone who is very special to me. I've had the privilege of knowing him for about 20 years, if not more. Engineer Jamiu Badmus is a household name in the house of safety. He's also a very close associate to the human resource community, and he has rendered consulting services, provided assistance and support to HR even at the topmost level, working with associations like Tara Institute of Personnel Management and many multinationals, big manufacturing service organizations. In just a few minutes, I'll just intentionally like to take some excerpts from his bio. Time will not allow me to read everything, but let me read just a few so that you will appreciate why you should pay attention to this webinar, and also appreciate the time and value we are getting for free. Engineer Jamiu Badmus is a versatile, analytical, passionate QHSSE business sustainability and enterprise risk professional with over 20 years hands-on experience, strong coaching skills, and certifications in environmental law, QHSSE management, process safety, business continuity, business process, enterprise risk management, asset management, and ISO management systems standards. And there are so many: ISO 9001-2015, ISO 14001-2015, ISO 45001-2018, ISO 22301-2019, ISO 5602-2019. He is a certified IRCA lead auditor in quality management system and occupational health and safety, making him one of the 11 internationally certified management system auditors, OH&S, in Nigeria. As a registered engineer with innovative ideas to deliver tasks meticulously, timely, and passionately, he has translated excellent safety, environmental, and quality performance into profitable and operational excellence for over 45 companies across the entire landscape of business and organization in Nigeria. Because of time, I will skip about 3 paragraphs and go to another one. Engineer Jamiu Badmus is a fellow of 9 leading professional bodies, which include International Institute of Risk and Safety Management, Association of Enterprise Risk Management Professionals, Nigerian Institution of Safety Engineers, Nigerian Institution of Power Engineers, Emergency Crisis and Disaster Risk Management Institute, Association of Sustainability Professionals of Nigeria, and he has contributed passionately to the occupational health and safety drive in Nigeria through his website, www.jamiubadmus.com. Over the years, he has delivered outstanding world-class lectures and received awards in both local and international conferences, summits, discourse, including but not limited to TEDx, Vision 2020, RIMS, IOSH, National Safety Summit, ICIDA, US Consulate, Vision Zero, and LSSC, and so on and so forth. Let me just use one paragraph to conclude. He has attended executive courses in prestigious institutions, including Harvard, driving business performance, Lagos Business School, where he studied strategy and business process, Mississippi State University, where he did an MBA in leadership, and so on and so forth. I have had the privilege and pleasure of knowing Engineer Jamiu Badmus at close quarters. We have worked in 2 great organizations together, and I know him to his house. I wanted to say it in Yoruba, Momo Dele Dele. He's a fantastic host. If he's your friend, you know you have somebody that has got your back. Engineer Jamiu Badmus, we don't take this for granted. Thank you so much. The floor is yours. He will be speaking to us today around sustainability, safety, and employee well-being. My leader, I hand over control of this session to you. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, my big brother, a friend, and of course, an outstanding professional. All praises and adorations are due to the Almighty Wise Creator, the force without a beginning, and last without an end. After I have saluted my Almighty God, I give honor to all members of the organizing committee of this program being led by Dr. Oluyemi Adeosun, and I give all thanks and support and salutation to all those who have logged in out of their busy schedule time. We are talking about well-being. We are talking about sustainability. We are talking about safety and see how they all link together. And despite the fact that we have gone to work and then we are now back, now still continue to join this section. Despite the fact that some of us are doing remote working and we have done a lot of work today, we still come back to log in again. It shows our commitment, it shows our drive, it shows that we want to support ourselves to be someone in this world that is adding value to the world and that is adding value to our life. I thank you all, and I thank the organizer once again for this opportunity. The topic, well-crafted, well-coined, sustainability, safety, and well-being. In general, what people talk about much is safety and well-being. For the organization to now try to take it to sustainability, where the whole world is going now, it is very important and it's very pertinent that we also discuss it and see how everything we are doing in organization, see how everything we are doing in our business, they all intertwined so that we can achieve business performance. Having celebrated all of us present here today, I say thank you so much. And if you look at the screen, you see my brother there touching his eyes with the glasses and putting them out. And you also see my sister here, the wife and the children, they are dancing, boga, oh, oh, boga, oh. And they're so happy. You come back, you are happy. Sometimes you leave your home, you are going to the office and you feel like, who am I going to this type of place? Sometimes you wake up and you say, I love to go to office because I love the people I see in the office. And sometimes you say, I don't like to see some set of people. I'm under stress. I'm under burnt out. I'm not happy. Nothing is going too good for me. Then at the end of the day, this could lead to challenges that can affect us, lead to what we call mental health. At the end of the day, when one start having these mental health issues, it start leading one way or the other into depression. And the next thing you do is, let me kill myself. I'm tired of this world. I'm tired of what is going on. Because whatever is happening to us are not shared with people. We have seen a lot happening. Therefore, being put in the context, sustainability, safety, and well-being is a very critical topic that one should discuss. And once again, I say I thank the leaders that have invited me. Number one, we are going to understand what well-being is and we'll link it to occupational safety and health. We will now join it together with sustainability and the 3 Ps, after which I will give us solutions to managing what we call sustainability issues, what we call well-being issues, what we call occupational health and safety issues. When I do this, we put everything together, and that is why at the end of the day, we'll be linking well-being to sustainability, sustainability with safety. And the essence of this is to enhance business performance. And that is where we are going today. I want us to be seated. My name is Engineer Jamiu Badmus. I'm the captain and the pilot for this flight. I have my very good brother, that is Captain Dr. Oluyemi Adeosun, as a co-pilot. And I have my cabin crew supervisor, that is Oyilola Okolawo. Whatever you need to make this flight comfortable, this is a flight. Please let me know. We are about to move. The traffic controller has said we should move. Fasten your seat belt. We need to move. We are going to be flying at 50,000 feet above sea level. Let's be seated as we continue. Where do we start from? I salute you, and I've saluted you before. I salute you because in 2020 March, when COVID-19 entered this country, it came as an uncertainty. We don't know what to do. We are all confused until later it becomes a risk that we can now manage, a threat we cannot start manage. And now we thank God some of us navigated through this COVID-19. This COVID-19 comes with some positive impacts, and it also joined us and affected us negatively. I was in a presentation for the oil and gas environment, and I made mention that COVID-19 had positive impacts on the oil and gas environment and the people in the society. And it also has its own negative impact. And someone asked me, nothing positive can come from COVID-19. And I quickly go straight to a very simple analysis. I said during COVID-19, cars are not really moving like before. We usually, most of us work from home, so we don't drive like before. Planes are not flying like before. When planes are flying, they release a lot of exhaust that go to the atmosphere. And when they get to the atmosphere, they deplete ozone layer, they cause what we call greenhouse gases. At the end of the day, they lead to what we call climate change. Climate change is affecting a lot of organizations, affecting the country, it's affecting the world today. So therefore, because the carbon footprint of this aeroplane, because the carbon footprint of our vehicles, things that come out from the exhaust, they are not much during COVID-19 period. That means the issue of carbon footprint, carbon emission is lowered, and that will automatically help us to attain the statistic we're supposed to attain that will not affect climate change. You can see the impact of COVID. Do you know that during COVID-19, some companies are very happy. Some companies' businesses grow very, very fast. Example is Zoom, because risk and opportunities are two sides of the same coin. Zoom, they became very happy. Today, we are on Zoom. If they had called us about 4 years ago, come for webinar on Zoom, what are we going to say? I don't have time. Let us do anything. I want physical class. So even people believe that anything called remote work can never happen in anywhere in the world, except in all those same clients, UK, US, Canada, where we all jump to. That is the only place we think you can only have remote working. But when COVID-19 came, it brought out the positive impact and made Zoom to make a lot of money, and remote working started happening. A lot of technology started coming up for us to manage our back end remotely without going to work. I have told several people at different gatherings and occasions that work is not where you go. Work is what you do. The mentality of I must go to work, I must wear shirt and go to that place, I must wear tie, I must put all this thing on. They are mentality that are now changing because of the new norms in the world of work, because of the future of work. When COVID-19 came, companies like the distribution companies, because we were told that everybody stay at home, don't go out, stay at home. When you are at home, what do? You are going to be using electricity. When you are at home, what do? You on your AC, you do it very well from morning till evening. Morning till evening. So therefore, the distribution companies in Nigeria that you call NEPA, they make more money during COVID-19 because you are at home to burn electricity, and that implies you are going to pay more in the cost of being at home. Why we are having this? It came with its own sadness. It came with death. It came with agony. It came with anguish. It came with anxiety. It disrupted all our business plan and affected the general business performance and affected the profitability of organization. That is just a positive and the negative part. And it came with what we call mental health. And that is why the coming of COVID-19 is what quickly make all of us starting the issue of well-being, make us to start thinking of our health, make us start thinking of our mental health. It is because of this COVID-19 that quickly, we call it, catalyze that reaction. We were in UK in 2018 during IOSH conference, where I went to speak with some of our colleagues from Nigeria. And someone came up to speak on mental health, and he came up again to speak on remote working. A lot of us Nigerians are there, including myself. I said, this guy spoke very well. Unfortunately, all he's saying will not happen in Nigeria. People to work from home in Nigeria. Nobody will allow that one to happen. Are we not working from home now? Things are changing. We are in a dynamic world, a world that things are not static. Therefore, as a professional. Therefore, as people, we must be ready to manage and navigate through this particular dynamism. These are not static. And that is why the focus of thinking is now in this present now. Well-being, you talk about it. Sustainability, you talk about it. The safety of the people, you talk about it. And that is what we are discussing today. Let's watch this video.
Life can throw you some curves. And it's not just the
get the
things
video?
that you
Please
see
confirm.
coming,
Yes, sir. Yes,
but
sir.
sometimes
Please
the
watch the
things that
video.
you didn't see coming that hit you out of nowhere, that set you back in such a way that it seems like you can't get over.
That is the word for you.
And you've reached your limit.
You reach your limit.
And your bandwidth is full.
At this point.
You already said, I can't take another thing. And then out of nowhere, here comes something you didn't see coming, and you're in it.
And in your homes, somewhere in your heart, these words are echoing.
I'm telling you bad things,
Am-
feelings.
I'm going to make it.
Then you have the positive impact.
When you get into a tight spot and everything goes against you until it seems that you cannot hold on for a minute longer, never give up
Never
then,
give up.
for that is just the place and time that the
How much
tide
you need
will
this
turn.
word because of problem?
There are times when your energy feels so depleted that you want to give up, that it looks just totally impossible. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't give up
Don't give
then.
up.
That's when you've got to fall forward, when life is kicking dirt in your face. Don't give up then. That's when most people turn back.
As long as you're alive,
Long as
there
you're
is
alive,
hope.
there's hope. Why would you kill
You're still
yourself?
alive.
How will you commit
You're still
suicide?
here. It's never too late,
Don't allow mental health.
and it's
to
never
be
too
problem.
dark, and we can always turn things around.
There's going to be bad days, there's going to be dark days, but you got to embrace it because that pain is what makes you stronger.
Pain is the high cost of
Exactly.
growth. If you want to grow up, you want to be mature, there is no way to do it without pain. You can't grow up on easy street.
Exactly.
And the very thing that discourages you is the very thing that develops you.
That is you. That is you.
No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. The only person that's going to make a drastic change in your life, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the only person that is going to dig you out of your hole is who? You. You have to do it for you.
You've got to become courageous to stand up within yourself, to face it and step forward.
We all get a taste of that victim mentality, the why me. You can become the victim of the situation or the victor of the situation. You need to be the master of your emotions, not let them affect you. You are the dictator. You are the captain of your boat, whether you let things affect you in a negative way or a positive way. I don't lose. I only win or learn.
That's what Mandela
In
told
life, there's
us.
only
My
winning or
mentor,
learning.
Mandela.
All your
I don't
problems
know,
become
I didn't
gifts
win.
once you learn from them.
And some of you have allowed adversity to make you stop. And I'm telling you right now, don't give up. I'm telling you right now, don't give in. Get through it. Execute, execute, execute. In the midst of adversity, execute. You're going to work through this. You're going to get up. You're going to get dressed. You're going to get out. And you're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to be what you're called to do. And you're going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to kill your dream, you're going to prove all of them wrong. And if you can work through your pain, I'm guaranteeing you, on the other side is a reward.
Oh my God.
Pain is not permanent. Pain is temporary.
My leaders present, my colleagues present, don't give up. We've had a lot of issues. What we learn from history is that we learn nothing from history. When COVID came into this world, that is not the first time in the world that we are witnessing such pandemic. Go back to history. In 1918 to 1919, there was Spanish flu that is very similar to COVID-19. People cover their nose, cover their mouth, use nose mask, stay indoor. What we learn from history is we learn nothing from history. If any problem you have affecting your mental health, that same problem is temporary. It will go. You don't need to give up. If you remember one day, Barcelona and Liverpool, they were to play football match. They went to Barcelona, Spain, and they played the game. Barcelona gave them 3-0 with Messi playing, 3-0. And they are coming to Liverpool for the second leg. My son is a Liverpool fan. He came to me that day. I don't belong to any club. I don't stand for football. I always watch it at my own convenience. And I can cry for them. If you are too much engrossed in football, you can even stop eating if they should win your team. I can't do that. Those guys collect big money, and my money is not up to them. I'll be crying for them. They lose, they collect bonus. They win, they collect more bonus. So why am I crying for them? But my son came down, he said, Dad, we are playing Barcelona today. They've already scored 3-0 in their country. Unfortunately, Mohamed Salah is not playing. Daddy, we are going to lose today. I don't know how to sleep today. I said, keep short, bro. Do that. Don't do that. Go and sleep. Leave this footballers. Then I was watching the game for him. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. They won Barcelona. Mohamed Salah did not play, but put up a shirt that he wrote, never give up. Never give up. No matter challenges we face, it's never give up. This is preamble to our topics today. It's a very big topic. We have not started, we just fly. We have never reached 50,000 feet above sea level. Let us engage ourselves this night, very little, with a brain teaser that comes with a reward. My co-pilot, the doctor, you assist me at this regards. For every brain teaser, he will answer it first on the chat forum. I'm not being have access to check the first person. Please assist me. He will get the first answer. Is entitled to have 1,000 naira recharge card, which I will send to you, my co-pilot, and will send to the person thereafter. I'm sorry, 1,000 recharge card is very small, because it's just for us to manage. Let's engage ourselves. Let's teach our brain to show we are here. Let's start. Which two towers are identical in this diagram? I'm looking at it, the first person. Which two towers are the same, identical in this diagram? Who is answering first? Please go to your chat and let us see people are chatting. Who is the first person to chat? Let's see. A and E, A and F, Deborah, none. Deborah Dubri, none. I like that word. A and F, A and C is leading. A and C, Rahim Abdul-Jalil, A and C, who form our other A and C and F, C and F, the first C and F, A and E, C and F. Rolake, I say C and F again. I can see you, AG, none. I love that. I love this. Oh my God. Now, this is so simple without wasting much of our time. The first person that says C and F is the winner of this particular game. Look at C, look at F, the C and F. Uzochukwu Godson. Uzochukwu Godson. Please get in contact. We will get in contact with you from Oga Oluyemi, and I will send the chat card to you. Please put your numbers and send to Oluyemi. Uzochukwu Godson, you are the first to say it. Colleagues present here are my leaders. Look at the 6 towers. Look at C and F. C and F is just, they turn it upside down. What this is telling us is that we must not, and I repeat, we must not be opinionated. If we want our physical well-being, when we talk to our colleagues in the office, if we want to have seamless coordination of the way we do things, because I must tell you the truth, and the truth is simple. If you are always fighting your colleagues, always arguing, always thinking you are the only one that knows everything, always taking your own opinion should supersede every other person's opinion, you put yourself into a mental well-being issues that will not be too good for you, because you are going to lack what we call interpersonal communication and interpersonal relationship, and that can go a long way to leading to what we call emotional health and stress on you. So therefore, don't be opinionated. The way you are saying things will not be the way I'm saying things. That is simply why if I put 6 on the floor, I am seeing 6. The next person opposite me is seeing 9. Why are you fighting yourself? All we need to do is always listen to logical argument and logical reasoning and be able to move forward. That is the essence of this particular teaser. So Uzochukwu Godson, thank you very much. Others, please go online. Imagine you are in a boat in the middle of the sea. Suddenly you are surrounded by hungry sharks. They want to try to take you, just waiting to feed on you. How can you escape from this unsafe situation? Go to the shark forum. How will you escape from this shark? Using your HR and HSC perspective. Let's see all the HSC. I will call it helicopter. I think they are fantastic. Helicopter from the shark. That's a very good one. Hello, helicopter. Come and pick it. Fantastic. At that time, unfortunately, the phone will not work. Network problem because of the IC, of the sea. That's very good. And we use the canoe there. Use the canoe, the shark will come and meet you and take it away. Nice one. Let's hear more. Please go online, go online. Time. The first will have the answer. We'll get another 1,000 recharge card. Let's move on. Who's speaking, please? Who is typing us? Fast typing. We want us to type very fast. I will remain calm and part of the canoe. Come say, oh, to Jesus, I surrender. Say, la, Allah, Allah. Anyone you say, yeah, okay, my phone number is your same. It's noted. That's very good. I will jump and swim. Oh, Dolapo Aziz, you will jump and swim in the water. Oh my God. Dolapo the swimmer. God bless you. I will be calm and to swim. Master Paul, like Dolapo Aziz, your family will dive and swim and shark will look at you. Oh my God, Abib Salahuddin, I will stop imagining. Oh my God, I you all. Staying calm is the place of execution is key. Qualified, Opunga, you stay calm. Shark don't swallow. His throat is very small. Hey, shark swallow. Hey, Jonah, okay, no problem. I will cite Psalm 23. A prayer warrior, God bless you. Nothing can shake. I will stop imagining. I will stop imagining. I'll give to me. Oh, I will remain calm. Oh my God. Joy, okay, remain calm. Shark is coming. The answer to this question is simple. Abib Salahuddin are the first to get the answer. I started by saying, imagine that you are in a boat. Please stop imagining and go away. Because when you imagine it, you are just giving yourself a nightmare. Open your eyes and say, I'm not imagining again. That is the answer. So good one. I love the participation. Abib Salahuddin, not saying 1,000 recharge card. Thank you so much for being very, very fast. Okay, the next one. Find the next alphabet. O, D, E, F, F, S, S. What is the next alphabet? Give me the answer. Tell me the reason for your answer. This is part of the way for me to engage ourselves. It's very, very important. Let's see the chat forum. Who is speaking there? What is the next alphabet? Oh my God. On fire, Bonga, I love that. Stop imagining. Now go be, okay, stop laughing. Now everyone again, I'll go back to you. What is next alphabet? Those who have gotten the answer in the first one. If you get any answer again, who can get anything? Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who is starting? Oh. Why is it O? Put it there. Why is it O? Okay, O. Why is it O? Let us know. Thank you, Alibega. It is O. Why is it O? So, go find Obonga. It is S. Why is it S? Please don't say it and you get your 1,000 recharge card. To escape station is to stop imagining. Oh, we are past that level. Remember, O. That is very good. Can people put the O there? Soft as double letters, except O. That is very good. You are doing well. I love this Kingsley Obidi and very good participant. Let's engage ourselves. Let's make ourselves happy. Today is not a lecture. I will go back again and be cracking our brain. Today we are talking about mental, we are talking about well-being. So therefore, we must be happy. Ogale Otibe, you say E. Why do you say E? Rogone Abano, you say E. Why do you say E? You have to quickly respond. He will respond first, we get the answer. Why do you say E? Why do you say G? Please go ahead. Tell us the reason why you are choosing the answer. And you get your 1,000 recharge card. S in this sequence. Thank you very much. E, they are numbers. Please explain. Muforma, explain very well. E, they are numbers. Muforma, explain yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Abanom, you are correct. Please, my co-pilot, take note of the name. Don't go in there if I make a mistake. Abanom, you are correct. That is the answer. I gave this particular question at the summer camp about 5 years ago to all the children, about 800 children. And I asked them, OTT, FFSS, who can tell me the next alphabet? If you get the answer, I will give you 50,000 naira. All the students said, Uncle I. I made a mistake of my life that day. I called one uncle, one of the children. What is her name? Uncle. Her name is Chiko Emeka. Chidibiri. I said, okay, Chiko Emeka, you know the answer? He said, yes. Chiko Emeka, small boy, 9 to 10 years old. He said, Uncle. Are you going to give us this 50,000 naira truly, or you are joking? Me, I make a mistake again. I said, I'll give you the 2,000 naira here. It is not a joke. The boy said, Uncle, I know the answer. O-O-N-E 5, P-W-O 2, T-H-I-V 3, F-O-U-R 4, F-I-V 5, S-I-X 6, S-E-D-N 7, and last number is 8, E-I-G-H-T, and the answer is E, Uncle. I wanted to change the answer, but nothing came to my brain. I was so short of words. Before you know it, the boy finished. He said, Uncle, where's my 50,000 naira? I have no such money in my pocket as cash. I told the whole gathering, I'm still happy for the boy. The boy said, Uncle, send one of your colleagues to go and use ATM. I had no choice. I sent them, they collected 50,000 from my account. I gave it to that boy. Everybody clapped for me. They clapping for me. I was crying inside. But this small boy took my money, 50,000. It is too much. Today, 1,000 naira goes to the first person I know that answered that. This is just to make ourselves happy. Lecture will start now. After this one, let's look at this question. A plane crashed on the border of Nigeria and Niger, on the border of both of them. Where will they bury the survivors? A plane crashed on the border of Nigeria and Niger Republic. Where will they bury the survivors? Who is speaking, please? Go to the chat forum. Can I see you? Chat forum. Survivors are not buried in Slovenia. The same kind of, there are no survivors. Okay? Queensley, Okan, where are you going to bury survivor? In Nigeria or Niger? Please go ahead. There are no survivors. Okay. Not to waste our time. Queensley OPD, you are very correct. Where will they bury survivors? Survivors can never be buried. They are already alive. So they are going to go. Queensley, I would love that your passion to be able to answer that question and how to think very, very fast. Queensley OPD, please. 1,000 card for you. And this one is Davido. Right? What letter comes next in the following sequence? D, R, M, F, S, L, T. What's the next alphabet? Davido. Next alphabet, let's see. Who can answer that very fast? Davido. Davido. D, D. Ogali, T, D. Oluwaseo, Oluyide, D. Okay? D. Oh my God. This guy's D. Okay? It's so far notation, Ogali. That is fantastic. So it is so simple. Ogali, I think I've gotten one before. Let's Shehu get this one. Oluyide, have 1,000 at the chance card. Please. D, do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. That is music, you know, music tones. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. And this one is mathematical. Let's see who knows mathematics amongst us. Here, HR, HSC, and whoever they're here, who knows this mathematics? 2, 4, 8, 10, 20. What is the next one? Mathematics. I'm looking at you here now. Okay, 40, Matapol, 40. Ah, Kolo, Alumbugu, 40, good people. Tayin, Alani, you're 40. You are so good. I love you. 40, 40. 40 is a number. Good. Next person, 40. Okay. Oh, Queensley Okon, you always responding. I love this. Queensley Okon, already correct. Please not to waste our time. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 10 times 2, 20. 20 plus 2, 22. And this ends the game. All those that want to chat card, please get set to.
Hello, can we still hear Engineer Jamiu? Okay. I'll try and reach out to him. I just wanted to be sure that it was not my network. All right. So for those of us who have won Richard card so far, do me a favor. Your number is not sufficient. We need to know your network. Please, you can send a private chat to me on Zoom. Okay. My name is Uliyemi Adeosun. For those of us who have won Richard card, please, we need not just your phone number, we also need the network. I'm speaking from experience. Some people have ported lines. So don't expect that once we see the number, apart from 0802, 0803, 0805, some of us can't remember the other numbers anymore. I think Engineer Jami is trying to come back. Let me.
Yes, your boy is here, my leader.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. Your boy is here. Sorry, these are part of the turbulence on this journey. Let's continue to manage this turbulence, and sincere apologies for logging me out. But please take note, you need to speak to your audience. They must understand what you are saying. One day, a professor was leaving lecture. As he was leaving his lecture, he was speaking big grammar. The fundamentalism of the oligarchical approach to the Corocious, they are too big grammar. Everybody in the conference, he left the room. Only the prof was talking, and one man, the man moved from back and he went to the front and sat down. And this he said, looking as if he's listening to prof. Suddenly, when that happened, the next thing is, prof see that nobody, and I repeat, everybody they've gone. And prof became confused. But the next thing that happened is prof just felt, okay, there's no problem. Excuse me, sir, where are my audience? The guy said, prof, all your audience, I have gone. They've all left us. Prof asked a simple question. He said, why did they go? He said, prof, I'm not getting your grammar. I'm speaking big grammar. Prof said, are you hearing me that you are waiting? He said, my prof, I'm not hearing you. I am your driver. I'm waiting for you to finish, and I carry your bag and we'll go. Please take note. Whenever you are talking to people, you must communicate. Part of the principles of understanding well-being in every workplace is communication. Communication must be open. Communication must be transparent, from leaders to the bottom, from bottom to the leaders. When you don't have this, you can affect the physical well-being of the people. You can affect the emotional well-being of the people. There's need for us to understand what we are saying, to understand what we are doing, and to understand where we are going to as a business. That is why Chinese people say, that is very, very critical for you to know the language you are speaking. Let me tell you one good important information. If you are going for a presentation without knowing your target audience, and you now make a presentation, it is like someone who is sending a love letter and putting to whom it may concern. So therefore, you must know your audience. In the course of speaking today, if there's anything I'm saying that is not too good, that you don't understand, that is contrary to what you have heard before, feel free to let me know. Are we going to start from sustainability, to go through well-being, to go through safety? What is their relationship? Let me inform us today. Occupational illnesses that affect us, they create a lot of financial burden on organization. When people don't come to work, it leads to absenteeism. When people are sick, people are not feeling okay, it leads to absenteeism. When people well-being are not taken care of, people will not be happy to work. When people are not happy, what it means is it will translate to to become unproductive. When they are unproductive, it will affect the bottom line of the business. That means people are very important to make a business to triumph. That means people are very important for a company to sustain itself and continue to be a leading company in the world. That is why people, that is the staff, that are so important to make a business to grow. That's so important to make a business to develop. That's so important for a business to achieve profitability. These people is now in health and safety that is structured under our Bible, that is structured under our Quran, and that is ISO 45001. 2018, under clause 4.2 of that same standard. That's our own constitution in safety. All over the world, it says that we need to meet the needs and expectations of interested parties. Interested parties are our stakeholders. Interested parties are one, the people. Who are the people in every organization? Your staff are the people. Who are the people in your business? The customers are the people. People say customer is king. Some say the cash of customer is king. All of them have to do with people. Who are the people? Your community where you operate, they are the people. They can make or mar your business. Community can come and protest and shut down your production. And what happens is that will affect your profitability in the long run, because you cannot produce because they are fighting. If your workers are on strike, you cannot produce because they are on strike. The people, you can see the people now, your regulator, all these regulators from Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Environment, all of them, regulators, they can shut down your business. They are also the people. So therefore, if you talk about any business that want to have a financial impact that will become profitability, then the people, which includes the staff, which includes the community, which includes the customer. They must be motivated, because when people are motivated, because when employees are motivated, what becomes difficult can be made simple. It becomes easy because they are happy, because they are motivated. That is what we call well-being of the people. The happiness, the joy of you saying, I'm in this office, and you are proud to be in that office. That is the well-being we are talking about. And therefore, if you now look at the other way around, if you are demotivated, what is simple becomes difficult, because your demotivation will lead into stress. Your stress will make you to be unproductive, and that will make you to affect the bottom line of the organization. You can see the link now. That is why in health and safety, when a staff is unhealthy, that is why in health and safety, when a staff has a good staff before, and it's not, he has a very poor well-being and has mental health, something disturbing him, such a staff can go to work. In the course of going to work, he can mistakenly touch what is not supposed to touch, and that person will die. That company has lost one person, but most organizations have lost one person. You say, you don't know that health and safety problem can be described as statistics, one fatality. That can never be understood by statistics. One fatality, you say, one person is dead, you say, in safety, but you know that person that is dead has a wife, has grandmother, has mother, has girlfriends, as husbands, as parents. You have also killed those ones too. That is why our thinking should not be killing the people. Our thinking should be, how do we put in place a structure and system and processes that can guide us and make us to achieve all our business performance with respect to the people. And that is health and safety of the people. And that is well-being of the people. That is why Vision Zero, when it's trying to crowd it out, it's about health, about safety, and about the well-being. Well-being so important because that is what constitutes the happiness of the people. You can now see, if you now link all these ones to sustainability, sustainability is when you are meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the needs of the future generation. You are enjoying the world now. You don't make others who are coming not to suffer from it. And that is how a business can have corporate sustainability. For you to have such sustainability, the people again comes there. It is the people you take care of. If you go and look at the SDG goals, the global goals, 1 to 17, number 1, no poverty. If people are poor, and you see them very poor, automatically that poverty will lead to what we call poor health system, will lead to what we call mental health, will lead to what we call insecurity. They can start to go to steal and start to have serious problems. And that poverty will lead to what we call hunger, zero hunger. You can see that sustainable development goals are intertwined from no poverty to zero hunger on the people. And when a people is hungry, they say an hungry man is an angry man. Such a person work in your organization is an hungry man. He has become angry. His well-being is affected physically. His well-being is affected emotionally. His health is affected. Such a person cannot give you a productive work you are looking at. And what that means is, if the person becomes unproductive as a result of goal 1, no poverty, goal 2, zero hunger, and goal 3 is having poor health, mental health. It's not too good for the person. Automatically, your profit you are thinking about as an organization, you will not get that profit. You can see the links with this health, safety, sustainability. In short, they have told us in a lot of places that in life, if you want to enjoy this world, keep on doing exercise, keep on doing exercise. You want to go from here to a place that is not too far, like 1 kilometer, walk to the place. For a lot of us, even if it's 100 meters, we drive our car. If you drive your car will pollute the environment. That will affect the planet, because the 3 P's of sustainability: people, your staff; people, employee; people, community; people, your customer. Planet, environment, and of course, prosperity, the profit. If you now take a walk in your organization, everybody walks today in your business, what that is telling you, remember, is that as you are walking, you are not polluting the environment, which is the planet part of sustainability. Then you are adding value by building your mental health, because walking, whether it's brisk walk, because doing exercising, you are not driving any car, and that will go a long way to making sure that the profit of business is made. Remember, if it's a company, you have a lift that everybody takes every day. The lifts draw a lot of energy. Your supply, you are going to pay more money for electricity. But therefore, if you once a while, every week, to close your lift, or lift can operate from level 1 to level 2, level 2 to level 5, operate yourself. Before you know it, you reduce the cost of electricity, which you also translate into profitability for your business, and also making us on the use of gases that they use to generate electricity for you, on the use of water. All these have all impacts. The more you do things that will promote your well-being, you are also adding value to the planet one way or the other, which will lead to profitability of the business. Because sustainability is set in this on 3 P: the people, the planet, and the prosperity, which is the profit. And that is why if you go back to sustainability issues, you bear with me that if you check it very well, when you look at affordable energy and clean energy, that is SDG 7, and you see you getting that, you see yourself not wasting energy. You become very, very good in energy conservation, and in your organization, you can be more efficient with the use of energy. The same thing goes when you talk about profit. When people that come to work, they do the work, and they are very happy. Their well-being is okay, their health is okay. We have put in place systems and strategies to boost their morale. Automatically, the production becomes higher, and your return on investment becomes higher. And that is how sustainability, health and safety, well-being, they all link together. An hungry man is an angry man. When someone is demotivated, automatically in that organization, you bring that demotivation to affect your business. So when we talk about well-being, we talk about you making people to be happy. When we talk about well-being, we talk about social connection. I see you, I smile. You see me, we're happy. We all have sense of purpose. This is the direction of the organization. We must achieve this objective. Togetherness, we are. We don't work in silos. You have financial management. Your salary is 500,000. You want to buy latest Range Rover, 350 million. You are going to go and look for other sources of finance, which could be illegal and affect you. And that will go to financial well-being, and that will also affect you. Or are you talking about mental well-being, mental health? How many of us have sat down to look at this world today? In abroad, people will shoot themselves and they die. We hear all this story, but mental health issues has entered deep into Nigeria now. There are very different stories of people committing suicide. I have had one before. He went on top of Terminal Bridge and he jumped into the lagoon. I've seen a doctor, a medical doctor, that climbed on Terminal Bridge, enter lagoon. These are what are going on. Mental health, stress as a result of maybe work-life balance or not sharing your thoughts with people have led to depression, and from depression, we've seen people losing their life. So when you have a good well-being, it's where you create an environment in your organization, promote a state of contentment, which allows an employee to flourish. You create such an avenue, a platform that will show a state of contentment for them to flourish. And not just to flourish, they will also achieve their full potential for the benefit of themselves and the organization. As leaders, not only your own you think about, you look at the people that are important to you, you also think about them. And that's why they can also think about the business. Most organizations today, the leaders think about themselves, making the profit, forgetting the people, because they don't understand the principle of sustainability and well-being. It is why you make people to be healthy. It's why you make people to be motivated. It's why people are happy, have good well-being, that they can think very well, they become creative, they become innovative, and add value to the business. And that is the real thinking of this future of work. Because if you look at the wheel of well-being, it covers your body that must be active. Your mind will keep on learning. You keep on having the spirit of giving and make things to connect with people. Anywhere you are, you care. You care for the environment. You care for the world which we live in. Because when you care for the environment, it comes back to care for you. When you care about the environment, it comes back to deal with you. Have you ever noticed before in Lagos, as a case study, where we have a lot of flood? When there is rain like this, flood will go in places of Lekki, where the cabin supervisor here today Oyilola Okolawo, she stays around Lekki Aja. Whenever there's rainfall like this, all their areas are blocked. All of them, some of them are bought canoe, COE paddling canoe, because they went to go and build on flood plain, because the drainage they have designed for them is too narrow, because they put all sorts of waste, bottle, everything inside on the floor. And those who went into the drains and blocked the drain. They don't have the principles and culture of taking care of the environment. So environment they are cared for come back to cause more problem on them. Please, my leaders present, we need to start moving to the way the future of work is going. And that is to understand the people as paramount to your business. And it's so important that I must confess here today, every businesses in the world that we have today, if they want to invest in your company, the first thing they will carry out is what we call ESG DD. That is ESG due diligence, environment, social, and corporate governance. They are going to check your company on the environment. How are you taking care of environment? How do you manage waste in your organization? If waste are so nauseating, if you have waste in such that are so irritating, everywhere is dirty, automatically that is poor sanitation. It will affect you, your staff. That is under SDG number 6. It will affect your staff, it will affect people. People become sick and absenteeism is going to increase. Everything are intertwined. The truth of the matter is that they will look at your social. How are you treating your staff? Are you giving them good salary? Are you making them to be happy? Because if your staff are not happy, anyone that invests in such a staff, where you don't invest in your staff, has made the silly mistakes of their life. That is why we look at the social, not only your staff, we look at your human resource, that is the people and culture. We look at all these things, we look at your community. Because if I should buy your organizations today and tomorrow community come, we no go agree, we no go agree. And before you know it, they start affecting your profitability as a result of slow productivity, which is caused by you not understanding and managing the people. That is the ESG. Before we go to the governance issue has killed many organizations today. Please find time to go and read Enron project and see how governance issue affected Enron project. Find time to check why did Facebook change their name to Meta, if not because of governance issues that will have caused them a serious problem. You can see how well-being, you can see how safety, freedom from danger, you can see how sustainability, how they come together. The statistics are obvious. In Canada alone, because of poor mental health, it cost them $50 billion in Canadian dollars. If it is indirect cost, it is $6 billion, $500,000 every week. People don't go to work in Canada. This is according to Deloitte analysis, Deloitte report. I can share that report with us after the presentation can read. It's very interesting. So look at this. If Canada is saying this, I imagine how many Nigerians are involved in a lot of mental health issues. I can imagine how many Nigerians have killed themselves because of mental health problem. I can imagine how many Nigerians that their business are not doing well. They don't know why. They don't know why. The leaders don't know why. They don't know that is the way they have treated their staff that's making them not to perform, have business performance. They don't know because they don't value the people. To them, they value the people by mouth, but it must be by action. They don't know. And the people are now, not doing well. They don't know that it's some organization. Japa is there. We know the economy of the country makes some people to japa. Yes, no problem. But the truth of the matter is that some organizations are also not doing well to the people. Because when you manage the people, if at all he wants to leave, you will remember the emotional attachment with respect to the family bond in the company. We call it corporate emotional attachment. Corporate emotional bond. You will say, look, I love this company. I love all this stuff. They're my good family. I'm not going to leave now. Sometimes it's not the salary. It is the way you manage your people. Salary is very critical. But how do you manage the people that are going to learn all this as we continue? In short, the survival of humans is only possible in healthy ecosystem. Anywhere, any company, any society, if the people are not taken care of, they will not survive. And if they don't survive, the business will not survive. Go back to history. All those today that their business don't survive is because of their attitude. It's because of the leadership that are not concerned about the people. It's because the leadership does not display what we call compassionate leadership. I'll give you a good example of Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. One day, they went to the management meeting. He stood up and told the management, all of us are seated here and we are recording injury at the shop floor. All our staff are having accident. They cut some fingers. This is too bad. Why are they passing through this? Let us all go down and do what they are doing and see what they are passing through. This is what we call leading with empathy by Elon Musk. They went down, do the work, and saw how they are having injury, how they are having accident, how they are having keys, and they say, wow, let us start changing some assemblies of the plant. They start changing some keys in the plant, start changing their production assembly. Before you know it, accidents start turning to zero in Tesla. Tesla is owned by Elon Musk. That is what we call leading with empathy. So therefore, the survival of every business, it depends on men, it depends on people, it depends on women, it depends on people that are really doing the work. That people I'm talking about based on clause 4.2 of ISO 45001 2018. It is all about the interested parties. And because COVID-19 came and the whole world started talking about mental health, we call it psychosocial risk, a risk that is an hidden enemy, but you don't consider it much. My HR present here, thank you so much. A lot of HR people are culture people, they've changed to this part and start understanding people, mental health issue. Very important. I've still got a lot of ways to do this in my, coming down to solutions. Please, let's continue to do these people and culture activities. It goes a long way to give us human faces as leaders to the people. When staff sees us with human face, they tend to do things better than they see us as enemy. Therefore, the survival of women is only possible in a healthy ecosystem. And how can a woman survive? It's all about them to have a work-life balance. For you to have a good well-being in every organization, to give your organization a sustainable well-being that will make it to be safe, you must have work-life balance. So work-life balance, your life and work, are they going to balance up and down? What do you do? What is work-life balance that will assist us in managing our well-being? Therefore, people say going to beach, doing this is work-life balance. It's they're going to beaches, going everywhere, travel to London. Some will travel to London, get some money, borrow some money, go to London. When they get to London, spend some money, enjoy people there. He comes back home, he's going to start paying the debt. He could not pay the debt very well. It becomes a financial burden. That person will be affected. That person motivation will be affected. That person will not do well because of productive. You must understand how to manage your financial resources. Shegun has gone to London. Doesn't mean you go to London. When I work for Globalcom those days and I feel I'm tired, I just go to one beach, a normal beach, and to go there, sit down. What do I go there to do? Let me just see those who are dancing. I don't know how to dance, but I like people that are dancing. When they dance, I look at them, I take Martina, and I go. And I'm fine. I know what is stressing my body, and I know how to manage the body stressors. And that is what you do in the course of having a work-life balance. Don't go and shoot yourself with another risk again that will be higher than what you think before. When we say work-life balance, you balance with your family, you balance your future, you balance your life, you balance your career. Most people misunderstood this work-life balance. You think the balance is for you to carry weight, to know weight, or to be on one side, that they must have 50-50, 50% for work, 50% for enjoyment. Do you have any golden rule for it? The answer is no. What we just know is that work-life balance is how you do your work and your life and make sure they bring happiness to you. And that happiness is the well-being they bring to you. And that well-being is what will make you to add value to the business. And that is what will give you sustainable well-being. The well-being that will add value to the business, add value to the environment, and all of us become happy. And that is what it means. So it's a state where you enjoy the values both from home and your work life. One is not sacrificed for the other. That is what we call work-life balance. It's a concept that we use to prioritize our work. That's our career, the ambition, and our lifestyle. That's your health, your pleasure, your leisure, your family, and spiritual development. But going to churches and mosques is part of your lifestyle. They are very important. I remember just today, we were talking, and one of my colleagues, I told them, I said, anytime I just want to remember God sometimes, and I want to play neutrality, there is one song that I saw one day, it's a Christian song, but just listen to it, just look at the content of the song. It said, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn, adániwáyé o, bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn. Understand? He said, God has a way of bringing wonder. Wọ́n ní kò sáàyè lókè, ó wáyé fún mi lókè, ó gbógo fọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀mí, ìyanu lórúkọ rẹ̀. They say there's no promotion. They say there's no chance for me to be elevated. But God created a chance for me to go up. God, wonder, you are very wonderful God. That is why when I started my presentation, I said all praises and adorations are due to the Almighty Wise Creator, the first without a beginning, the last without an end. Because I believe in the spiritual part of life. Whether you're a Muslim or you're a Christian, that spiritual is part of your life. If that's what brings joy to you, that brings happiness to you, to balance with your work, please go ahead. Lifestyle is a choice. You either do what is right or do what is wrong. But remember, I said it before, work is not where you go, as most of people think in Nigeria. Like me in the olden days, work is what you do. Remote working has shown us some people perform while doing remote than even going to this work. If that is what will make you to have well-being and to have wellness in your organization, please go ahead as an organization. If it's adding value to your business, it's making the person to be happy, remote working, and still adding value to your business, and still contribute to environmental management. Staff don't go to work, means that they sit down at home, means that they are not even going on the road with exhaust from their emissions from their vehicles, polluting the environment everywhere. Means that they are at home in the last mood, and it's also helping your business to go. That is sustainable development happening in the present era, 21st century, the future of God. You achieve what you want to achieve in a day. You meet your family, talk to your family. You are not overwhelmed or dominated by the work you do that is now having stress on you, that is causing impact. You become sick. When you become sick, you don't go to work. That is absenteeism. It will affect your productivity as a business. And when this is affected, it affects your performance as a business. And this means your profitability you are thinking of achieving is going to be low. More pressure on people leads to failure in the long run. It's not sustainable. Therefore, I want to tell us today, people become stressed at the end of the day, and they are tired of your business, and activity will continue to increase. You can see how they all links together. That you should say, jump out, okay, I don't have where to jump out, I don't have money. I will jump out to a company else. I will take, have you ever seen it before? Somebody leaving a company to take a lower salary. And it was now think, how will it go back to lower salary? And that is because the leadership of the business don't understand people and culture. In short, if you don't know the culture of your people, the culture is going to manage you. No matter how good you are in strategy, no matter how sound you are in strategy, culture is strategy for breakfast, according to Peter Drucker, and I believe in it. All your strategy you have at your high level, if you don't make them, domesticate them operationally, to the boys that work on the field, to the people that work at the shop floor, you are just wasting your time discussing what will not have impact on the business. People is what make business to grow, because when you have work-life balance in your organization, people are motivated, they are happy, you decrease the absenteeism, they come to work. Please, there's also what we call presenteeism. They will come to your work, but they will not do anything in your office. That's even worse than absenteeism. At least absenteeism, I don't see you, I will face my work. But now I'm seeing you, but you're not adding any value to me. It will improve your loyalty. Let's assume your company, you have a gym. People go to gym, we have a program where your staff go to exercise themselves, jog to burn to jog, different things to train them. At the end of the day, they become loyal to you. They love such things. It brings family. They play football. You do FFFF, football for fun and fitness. I've done it before in companies. Football for fun and fitness. You play football, or play football. Your CEO play ball with you. Somebody talks, I dribble CEO. You are all happy. Or your CEO organize a program that says CEOs break fast. You bring in those who are very good in health and safety, those who are doing great job to safety. You all come down and you do CEO breakfast and you all eat together. It motivates you. It makes you happy. It makes you more productive. It improves your well-being. And when your well-being is improved, it boosts the business. And that's sustainable well-being. And that's sustainable business at the end of the day. So therefore, the ultimate goal of managing stress is a balanced life. You want to manage the stress that causes you a poor well-being, that causes you a well-being that will not achieve desired results, then you need to start managing your stress and balance your time for work, your relationship, your relaxation, your fun. And be ready to have resilience to come back when anything happens to you. You watch the video, you don't need to kill yourself, you don't need to harm yourself. I want to give us solutions as a company, solutions as people. If your company is not interested in your well-being, your company is not interested in your mental health, then there's a way you can be interested in it yourself. Because if you check the mirror today in your house as you are, or in your car, you're in the car, the person you see in the mirror is responsible for your safety. He's responsible for your well-being. And that person should be you. But if you see that old woman from your village, then old woman is responsible for your life. And you must not allow that. Solution to the problem, the answer is no. The man has mental health issues which have led to stress. The man's well-being is not in order, and that is why such a person has damaged organizational property and assets, and that means to affect profitability of the business and their lead to them. That takes me to stress, because that is what the issues will lead to eventually. When the well-being is not okay in any organization, people become stressful. They say, I'm stressed, I'm tired. Nothing you can do here that you're achieving. So therefore, are you stressed? All of us to know. Stress is the number one disease of modern age. It's all encompassing. It's your hidden enemy. It is little different from all that disease. You go to hospital, you say, I'm not feeling fine. Doctor says, I've tested you, you are fine. Say, doctor, I'm not feeling fine. I know my body. Doctor says, you are fine, Mr. Man. You are good to go. This is stress. And if you look at a lot of physical and mental illnesses that happen to people, stress is an underlying factor. You wake up a day, I'm not going to this work. I'm not interested. You are leaving the work. You say, I'm not going to go home. That woman is at home. Everywhere you see, or that man is at home. Different one-to-one, you can have pass from back to back everywhere. And that is why you need to manage yourself. I would have loved us to take minutes and just go, please go to the chat forum. What is stress to you? I have a reason for saying this. Just go to the chat forum. What is stress to you? What is stress to you, please? Let's see. Let's see the first person to type, what is stress to you? And I will tell you what somebody told me is stress to her. What is stress to you? Please, let's see what is stress to you. Hey, who is the Chuku cousin? They were too sitting in traffic for long. Chuku cousin said, Lagos traffic. Oh my God, it's so horrible. Let me not disturb you again. Chuku cousin, in short, you have said my mind. I was in a program and I asked this question, what is stress to you? The woman stood up, stress to me is Lagos traffic. How can I manage it, sir? And she asked that question. I said, leave Lagos. Go to other state. Lagos is always like that. But Lagos very soon is tending towards becoming a smart city. And we tend towards becoming a smart city. Traffic flow is one of the criteria using technology to drive smart city. Very soon we are going to get there. In my own opinion, let's see what stress is to me. Stress is the adverse reaction people have to excessive pressure or other types of demand placed on them. According to Health and Safety Executive in UK, the adverse reaction, when people give you pressure or demands on you, you show that action. Let's watch the video. They are calling Baba. Baba says, stop calling me. People, what is it? What is it? Pressure. Calling. Stop calling me. Use that paper. You have to look and see the network problem, network issue. Nylon, network. Paper, Baba, that guy at the back. Baba, the rat. Baba, paper away. Baba is becoming angry now. Stress and center back. Baba is me typing without the money of the MD as well. Baba, you have damaged our equipment because of your anger, because of your stress, because you are depressed, because of your well-being. Please, Baba, leave this company. That is what stress can lead us to damage things and to have anger. It is a state of mind which distorts comfortable way of living. Please take note, he is not a strong man. He who can beat, who can fight. He is a strong man, he who can control his anger. Stress is a state of mind which distorts comfortable way of living. And that is simply still like this. It affects your way of living. Look at this video again. I know you work so hard. You have time for the family again. So and the wife's eye, turn the to house. Oh my God, look at the wife. Turn the eyes to monitor. He started working again. See a family being destroyed because they love work more than anything. In Chonchi, work, stress is any condition that gives rise to worry, tension, and frustration. When frustration sets in one's life, then stress has come in. Tension in one's life. Stress is a state of disease. When stress happens to you, your well-being is affected. It becomes a state of disease. It affects you as a people, and that affects the organization. You are sweating under AC. You are in a state of confusion. Should I kill myself? Should I go? You are under depression. Watch this video. You become fatigued. You are driving. You are sleeping. What you are doing. Take my hand, just let me hold you. And I want to get to the edge of having accident. Oh my God, let's watch as it happened. It's accident. Oh my God, stop. I'm going to watch this. Watch part 2. Meet me at Ozona, part 2 with popcorn. Are you stressed at all as people? That's my question to you. Are you stressed at all? No. I'm in chains, you're in chains too. Our uniforms and you. Therefore, some things stress us. The people stress us. The family, romantic partner, your colleagues in office, the work stressor. Too much work, don't relax, don't rest at all. You're not getting results, body stressor, insufficiency, inadequate nutrition, no food, in line with SDG1 and 2, hunger and poverty, a mind stressor, interpersonal conflict, all this affects you. Stress will arise. when there's a transaction between an individual and the environment, and you start perceiving it damaging, threatening, and challenging. At the end of the day, the effect of the stress becomes behavioral. Are going to learn very soon, physiological, emotional, and cognitive. Have we seen you talking to somebody before? When you finish talking to that person, the person didn't hear everything you have said. You really decrease concentration. Amnesia, person doesn't even know what you are talking about. Because the person's mind is not what you are saying. That's cognitive ability, emotional, anxiety, physiological. Your heart start beating fast. You start having high blood pressure. Some will start drinking, eating too much, excess, alcohol, and all this will lead to obesity and others. At the end of the day, you're not enjoying the work. You're being stressed. You're having poor well-being. Let's tell our leaders. It will lead to decreased productivity, decreased enjoyment, and instability of the mind. All these areas are what it leads to. What this video has happened in society. Woman hit a car on that woman's car. Look at you.
Excuse me.
You have just hit your car
I know
on
you
my
didn't think
car.
anyone would catch you, but you just slammed your door into my car.
That is a simple word.
The least you can do is say you're sorry, lady.
She refused to say sorry. She didn't say
tone.
sorry, and she hit her
Like
own
I'm
back.
hurting your resale value.
Number two, forgive. And she didn't forgive, she hit back. This means she too, she's angry, she too,
I'm sorry. See? Like that.
Sorry, the other lady went to her, you are stupid to do that to me. Eat out. And before you know it, I will eat back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8. That is 9-2. 9-2. That woman went to that car, nobody knew me in any battle, and we fight her. We thought he had done well, he was going upon our faith. All these will not solve the problem. So you have your individual choice to make it work for you and do the right thing. Before you know it, the right woman came again. You watch part 2 at Genesis, cinema. That one will cost you 1,500 with popcorn. So therefore, when you're live, you are performing in every organization. As you are performing, your performance is going high. The point in time when stress coming, the point in time when you start having poor well-being, when you are being demotivated, when you are not happy with the organization, when you're not happy with the management of the business, you start decreasing. It will reach exhaustion point, and that will lead to ill health before one will break down to leave this world. But that is why the Gen Z, they don't waste time to reach that level. They leave your company, they tell you straight, and they will face the CEO. I said, look, Mr. CEO, or Mr. CEO, this thing you are doing, we don't want it. Say, what do you mean? You resign. You go. Gen Z don't have time. Every CEO of nowadays should be thinking how to manage this type of people. You can manage old people like Dr. Oluyemi and Yoshu, they are very old, all those 70-something years old. But we are talking of these young Gen Z, they don't have time. If your demand is more than your resources, that is where scarce comes in. Please take note. Financial management, don't look for too much things. If you don't have it, manage what you have. Be contented. I've told you about physical well-being, to be contented. To tackle stress now, is it to take cigarettes? Is it to smoke? Is it to take tranquilizer, drugs, or to go to take alcohol, or to go to casino, Naira bet, Red Niger, Baba Jebu? Would this not make stress to go in your body? And the answer is so simple. No. It will only make your well-being to continue to be poor. It will only make the stress to continue to affect you. It will only make you to have mental health. Because when you finish smoking, the problem is still there. Because when you are at the end of the day, drink finish and you open your eyes, the problem is still there. So how do we want to get a solution that can help our problem? Solution for managing good well-being in organization, more or less managing stress, more or less managing mental health. They are all intertwined. What solutions do I have for you? Please take note of this word. When something bad happens to you, you have 3 choices. You can either let it define you or let it destroy you. For me, it's better to let it strengthen you. Learn from the mistake and move forward. Don't get to worry of the past and you don't move forward. That's what leads to death for most people. And Jimmy Dean has said it. He said, I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. When things are rough, things that are externally controlled, you can't do anything about the body economy. Nothing you can do about it. So therefore, with the little you have, manage yourself within that economy, and you cannot, change anything. The economy is how it is today. So if you now want to come and say, I want to start buying cars with a very, very meager salary, you need to go and do Yahoo to start being kidnapping, but you are able to get yourself hanged up. Continue to do what you have been doing. Leaders present here today, I want to go to solution, and the plane is about to land. If you continue to do what you are doing before, and you see what I'm saying today, and don't change, you need to start getting to do things in a different way. If you want to move one place well-being to the next level, then you must do something different. If you continue to do the same thing, to achieve the same result. All of us present here today, number one, we must be ready to innovate or we break. Start introducing technology to drive our excellence in well-being, excellence in mental health issue. For example, let me give you an example. A very simple example, you have a laptop in your company, put some software there such that when it's social time, the laptop will shut down and every staff can stand up from their seats, go to different places and engage with themselves, and you monitor compliance. Look at how that is. Shut down for just 10 minutes, shut down for just 5 minutes, and people can move around in the office, read themselves. This will go a long way to affecting having positive impact on the economics of the people in the company. It will not have things that affect their back, that will lead to what we call musculoskeletal disorder, MSD. So that means you need to innovate. Bring any idea. When you bring it together, people will use it and will add value to them. Please take note, in today's economy, technological innovations, digital transformation, and realization is what we need. That we live in this world today. If you don't believe in technology, then you are not going to enjoy this world. A good example, you want to start doing work, maybe you are chasing, you are in a construction site, try to look for some things at height. Instead of you climbing height and coming down, send a drone up. Drone will go there, get it, and give you the picture. Using artificial intelligence, it gives you the reading. Please, for you to make sure this world you enjoy it, you must have data. Without big data, companies are driving blind. Nigeria as a country is driving blind because there are no data on mental health, there are no data on well-being, there are no good data on safety, there are no data on health record in every organization in Nigeria. So Nigeria as a country has no data. I quoted Canada, 50 billion total cost on mental health. Tell me what is cost on mental health in Nigeria. When you don't have data, you don't know how to do what we call cost-benefit analysis to the great leaders. Nigerians don't have data, we don't keep data. For these organizations present here, start keeping data of your staff, keep records of your staff, analyze the data. Health and safety professional and the people and culture HR have synergy, work together, look at interventions you can get out from the data, because properly sorted data can help management determine the direction that your company will move in order to be successful. This is the word of data. Data analytics is very important because if you look at it very well, you can have what we call the descriptive analytics you want to use for investigation report. You can also have the predictive analytics, the one that will make you to think far. What will happen based on this data? I can know the mental health in my company is increasing. How do you put intervention in place? Let's talk about data, please. In your various organizations, introduce wellness program, different ones, dog to bomb, football for fun and fitness. Any other ones you can introduce. If you have gym, let people have wellness program, communication, have bulletin that comes out. Don't make it 10 pages, they will not read it. Don't make it 20 pages, they will not read it. 2 pages maximum. Let it be colorful. Let it have pictures. Write very well, very brief, very concise, and you see cover what you are talking about. Communicate in the language they understand. Introduce team bonding. Make it a mass objective. Every department must go for team bonding. Involve your employee in everything you do. Involve your employee. And so 45,001, 2018, other plus 5.4, consultation and participation. Let your staff be involved in what you do, and people and culture. HR leader present here, do surveys, do feedback, let people know what is happening to them. Don't do feedback surveys that they are going to put their name. If not, they are not going to tell you the truth. Do surveys, do suggestion boards anonymous, and let people talk about your mental health. Let people talk about what's happening to you. Do you have mental health policy to avoid stigmatization? Do you have mental health processes put in place? All these are what we discuss. Inform your employee, introduce mentorship program. Make sure You add it and everybody is engaged. Leaders engage with lower ones, lower engage with leaders. That brings in place what we call family emotional bond. For those of us in health and safety, do what we call Family Safety Day. What does it mean? In your organization, if you are able to record 300 zero LTI for 300 days, example, instead of wearing t-shirt and dancing in the office, which most of us do, I greet you, is very good. It's a good reward system. I love it, but you can go further by bringing the wives and husbands of your staff to your company, big hall, play music, do everything, make them happy. Family Safety Day, tell them, because you are doing well at home, your children, your son, your husband, they are doing well in the office, because zero accident. You are using family to drive accident provision zero. We are talking about set your objective, let it be smart. Very important, please. HR present, look at the people, look at the culture, look at the system, and set a smarter objective. Very important. Please, we need to take time to rest, both mentally and physically. This is now individual now. I've told about company, individual. Plan your vacation and day off. Go on leave. Go on leave. Most organizations will tell you, will alert you, this is your leave time. Please, you need to donate your time, expertise, or finances. Don't just be spending money that you cannot, afford. Please, prioritize your top tasks and do them first. Don't do what are not so important first. Add exercise to you. I've said it for mentorship. Look for mentor. Dr. Yemi Adoshi is there. He's a great mentor. Look for mentor and they give you advice and insight. These are individual. Please take note. As organization, always engage your employee, as I've said it before, plus 5.4 as 45,000 around 2018. When you engage your employee, engage employees, they are more productive, they are healthier, they are less likely to leave your company. And most importantly, from a health and safety perspective, they are safer. You can see how they all link together now. If you engage with them, push the people and culture perspective, to become healthier, well-being, become more productive, to add value to the business in terms of profitability, and in health and safety, they become safer. And that is why I'm introducing to all of us here today, safety plus engagement. Out of safety, remove T away, it remains safe. Out of engagement, remove N away, it remains engagement. I call it safe engagement. Safe engagement is the way to go in the world today. That is managing safety and engagement together. It gives you a safe, you are safe at work, and it makes you have a better decision. Because me as a staff, I will believe the leaders are interested in me. They love what I do. They want me to come to work and go with my family in a well-being, positive manner. And me too, I want to do the work for them in a positive, well-being manner. At the end of the day, we will achieve accomplishment for the organization. And that is why, for this to happen, you must have purposeful and faith leadership. Leadership that does not just believe in statistics, 5 died, 5 injured, 5. They look at it and see at the source of every statistic is a person. They say 5 staff have better health issues. Don't just take it as a joke. They try to kill themselves before second day. Don't take it as very serious. Data is very key. Leaders must be accountable. Leaders must be compassionate. The way to go is responsible leadership. The way to go is servant leadership. The way to go is compassionate leadership. Very important. And for you, my colleagues present, as you're about to land the aircraft, remember, don't work for too long hours. Plan your regular breaks within the confines of your financial status. Express your feelings when things are going bad to you. Look for someone to talk to. Your pastor, your imam, a good person that you can talk to, your mentor, your coach. If you talk it out, your problem is half solved. Those who kill themselves today, they could not talk out. They speak to themselves. And I think say, kill yourself. Leave this world. Leave this world. And they kill themselves. Learn to say no. Your family people ask you for money, 20,000, 50,000, and you have nothing, start borrowing money. No. Learn to say no. Appreciate your colleagues that do good things to you. You can never be perfect in your life. Perfection belongs to the Almighty Wise Creator. Don't be a perfectionist. Always seek support. Once a while, seek time for social activities, naming ceremony, any good ceremony. Go and enjoy. Make yourself happy. Don't become addicted to alcohol. Separate your work from home. Exercise regularly. Your company is not doing job to go on exercise game. Do start it on your own. Get pedometer. Count your step. Don't do things yourself alone. You can bring more people. That will help you. At the end of the day, if anything wants to stop you, you don't stop yourself. I want us to watch this final video and we end the presentation. You are still very far more better. Let's watch this video.
The most pleasing 5-lettered word. Come on. Sorry, is it most pleasing? I don't think so. This is sorry. Bend sorry. Not at all pleasing. The most pleasing 5-lettered word. Money. Most pleasing income tax भरना पड़ता है ना, तब पता लगता है most pleasing है क्या. हाँ जी. Smile. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The most pleasing 5-lettered word. Smile. It increases your face value. There'll always be a reason to cry. We don't laugh on the same joke again. Why do we cry on the same problem again? It depends on you whether you want to smile or cry tears. I remember following one slide that someone sent me. When followed in life, I guarantee you, life will be different. Do you have a problem in life? No? Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes? Can you do something about it? Yes? Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes? Can you do something about it? No? Then why worry? Isn't it? Isn't it? Why worry? Why are we constantly bogging our minds down with anxiety?
That is why I want to say, all leaders present and my colleagues, workplace well-being will save our life, will save the life of every one of us, and of course, it will save that bottom line. The profit you are talking about, it will also make you to get it, because when you have a very good workplace well-being, which of course is a company without unnecessary mental health issue, you are going to have a healthy workforce in a safe workplace. So no mental health issue in your company, your workers are healthy in a safe workplace. It will lower your absenteeism. You don't spend so much money on health. You are going to have better worker engagement and retention. They will stay. They will not japa. Some will japa, I know, but not all will japa. If you're more productive, your staff become more productive, and when they become more productive, it's a better business performance for you because you are managing their well-being and they love you. Indra Nuli, former CEO of Pepsi, she sent a message to all the staff of PepsiCo International. Thank you for giving us your children, your child. She sent it to all the people, she sent to their mother and to their wife. So you read, so she'll be so happy. You are taking, health and safety, you are taking well-being, you are taking people management to attract family bond, emotional family bond, which is corporately related. So therefore, please, some staff are not coming to work. That time we have COVID, some are still not coming to work. Compensate for social distance with a closer psychological relationship. How many of us here in health and safety have called our colleagues that are working from home just to say, I want to know how you are feeling? How many of us here as HR practitioners, as people and culture experts, call people working at home, remote working, to say, how are you feeling? Hope you are feeling good. We need to compensate for social distance with this emotional, come together. Please take note of this. Never get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. As we are descending the aircraft, I'm talking to you now, I'm looking at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, and we are going down. Fasten your seatbelts once again as we land. But don't forget these words I put here. Never get so busy making a living, walking up and down, that you forget to make a life. Remember the equation of sustainable well-being, managing well-being and sustainability together becomes sustainable well-being. The equation is a healthy body plus healthy mind is going to become happy human. And that is people that are happy. That's people that have good well-being. With all I've discussed on how you can create well-being that is very good in your organization, the rest assured that when you have organization that takes off well-being, the people will be happy. When the people are happy, their body becomes healthy. When their body is healthy, their mind is healthy, and they become happy. This is exactly what Paul O'Neill did in Alcoa, American Aluminum Company of America, Alcoa, in 1987, when they made him the CEO of Alcoa. He said, I am going to stop all injuries in this company. I am going to make everybody to have safety habits. I am going to make sure people follow safety and safety of their lives, and it becomes healthy. And it started. People laugh and say, Paul O'Neill, are you stupid? We say a company is undergoing depression. We say a company is economically downtown. They are going down. But they are crying. They don't have money. You come in to join the company. You say it's safety you are going to do. You say you are going to make sure that well-being is taken care of. What concerns you at this one? Please drive our profitability. But it drove what we call safety. And people start having healthy body. People start having healthy mind. People now become happy. Their happiness leads to being productive. Because they are more productive, they continue to add more value to the business. The performance starts to increase. The net worth of Alcoa increased from $3 billion US to $27.8 billion US. Everybody shouted, oh my God, because we are talking to people, because we are changing mindset of people, because we are treating people with human face. And that is why in most organizations, HR is moving to people and culture. You need to manage people, and you do this. You have everybody plus healthy mind and happy human, good well-being, no stress, no bad issues in company, good health. You make your money and become a sustainable business. Landing is imminent. By the grace of God, we've landed safely to Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Thank you very much. Once again, I thank the organizer, I thank my leader, Dr. Oluyemi Adeosun, a man that is very tall, but I made sure I look for someone who is taller than him. And I've got, after all my research, and I brought the person to him, and he confirmed to me, Engineer Jamiu, you've done your best. I said, thank you so much, my leader, for inviting me, and for all the audience that are here today. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the organizers. All things being equal, I say thank you for being attentive, and thank you for being here till now. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. Let's show engineers Jamiu some love. All the emoticons, emojis you can muster, look for phrases, sentences, one word to express how you feel right now. That was a delight to listen to. I feel relieved. It just looked like I just finished a 2 hours therapy session. Engineer J, I didn't expect less, but you not only met expectations, you surpassed expectations. That was wonderful. That was world class. You really, really, really showed us the stuff you are made up of. You are a leader indeed. That was charismatic. That was, oh no, that was very living. Thank you so much for a wonderful presentation. I don't know if we still have 1 or 2 people, because the pilot has landed and the cabin crew are already filing out, trying to ensure the passengers are out. I can take maybe 2 or 3 questions or comments. If you raise your hand quickly, I'll be magnanimous enough to enable you to quickly make your comment or ask your question. Let us be brief. I want to take 2 or 3 comments. Again, let me just quickly thank the members of the HR community, HR mentorship group, and all our HR colleagues from all over who have joined us from all over Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Thank you so much. I must also respectfully salute the members of the health and safety, quality health and safety professionals. I am aware that we have quite a number of them on this platform. We salute you, we appreciate you, and we are so glad to have you join us tonight. Any question? I'm trying to see if anybody or any comment will raise their hands. We have a few more minutes or seconds, so we can take one or two questions. All right. I think, okay, good. I can see Balogun. Balogun, you have been enabled to ask your question, please, or make your comment. Hello, Balogun, please unmute yourself. Okay. On by mistake, but if it's intentional, you have been enabled to ask your question. Okay, thank you so much once again. I think this will be a good platform to call it a night, to call it a day. I've shared Engineer Jamiu's LinkedIn handle on the WhatsApp group. If you want to connect with him, it's very accessible. You can also go to his website, www.jamiubadmus.com. October 1 is having a program. You are also all cordially invited. Engineer Jamiu has dropped his phone number. Oh, very gracious of him. He has dropped his phone number. Daniel Seiki, you want to say something? Daniel, you've been enabled to unmute and to speak. Okay.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. And then it's also I will love to say a big thank you to the facilitator. And I want to ask a question concerning my own experience in where I'm actually working right now as a safety personnel. So few months ago, I spoke to my HR that if I can get review on my salary, because we recently employed a safety officer on the same role, but it now appears as if his own pay is more than we that we are already in that position. So, and then I spoke to the HR, but I did not mention this issue of salary differences. So, but he now tends to explain us that, can I continue, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. So then that when employee is coming, it depends on your salary negotiation, how you can able to negotiate, because what we put forward then is we are planning to resign. So although it was not, because what the HR now said, okay, first bring the resignation letter first, that resigning based on salary is not tenable. So then I thought, how can we undo this issue of you being on a roll for some years and somebody they just employed on this same role is now earning higher. So how can this, how can we as an employee manage this in an organization without resigning or quit the job?
Okay, doctor, please answer that question. You are an expert in HR.
Okay, thank you so much. We can't ask for details because it's a public forum, so I'll suggest that you call me outside of this call so that we can get more context and clarity, because I don't want to advise without having the full picture, and I'm only listening to you. But on a general note, when talent is coming from another location or another organization to a location, it tends to come pricey. And it's also not unfamiliar in this part of the world, especially in one-man businesses. Note that word, one-man businesses or unstructured businesses, where there's one phrase, one street language, we say see finish. When you've been working with people, yes, you are good, but they become so familiar with you, even though they see your strengths, but they've probably also seen a lot of your weaknesses. And so the value that they place on in-house talent in some instances may not be commensurate. Of course, what should you do? Make a case for yourself, but don't make an emotional case. make a business case. What do I mean? What have been your key achievements? A doctor has said it, Engineer Jami has said it today. When you are making your business case to substantiate your request for increment in salary, base it on accomplishment, base it on data. It may not necessarily be good to tie the reason why you deserve more pay just because somebody else is getting more pay. Let me flip it. Imagine they brought that person in and the person is collecting half of your salary. Will you go and meet your HR or your organization management and say, oh, since the person you brought in and we are doing the same thing is collecting half, please reduce my salary so that I can go to half. I don't wanted you to see that flip. So make a case. Do you have an idea of your market worth? What are your colleagues and who work in the same type of organization, in the same type of industry? Okay. Note the same. So if, for example, you are working in insurance as health and safety, you may not be able to compare yourself with someone who works in oil servicing. Okay. So check for your organization, your industry, do some research, ask some questions, and up your game. Also, I will say this. This is also one of the reasons why you should embrace continuous development. For me, I would say I'm not happy that it took somebody coming to join organization to realize that you deserve more. Okay, so embrace. Look at Engineer Jami. Look at the kind of certifications he knows. All my life that I've known Engineer Jami, and I'm not saying it because it's here. I can't say a particular year that it did not add certifications, which typically will require reading, going for training, spending his personal money. And I'm sure you can say the same of me. Okay, so up your game. You see, let me tell you something. One thing, and I'm rounding up my response to your question with it. Excellence cannot be concealed. I'll say that again. Excellence cannot be concealed. It's only average or mediocrity that you can call the block off and say, go and resign. There are certain people, if they say today that they want to drop their letter, they will be frustrating, they will match it. In conclusion, if you are not getting headway with that particular HR, who is that HR reporting to? Is this the CEO or a COO, whoever that person is reporting to? Please reach out to that person and escalate your case. Finally, you can reach out to me personally. I would like to thank you once again. Engineer Jami, do you have any parting shots, any final words as we round up, as we absolutely need to close now? Engineer Jami, any closing?
Yes, thank you so much, my leader. I love the response to the question. The said colleagues, just as you have said, you can let us talk later. I'll put my number on the screen, 48299445063. Feel free to let us talk. You are an HSC person, then we'll know how to assist you in your organization. Now, I say thank you all, and thank my leader, Dr. Oluyemi, for giving me this platform to also share the little knowledge I have with people, because my own life is all about the people. It's all about humanity, and we thank God for that. Please let all of us note one thing: be patient so as not to be a patient. I repeat, be patient with anything you do in life so as not to be a patient. Please take note. And thank you for the platform. For all those who are interested, I've just displayed one of our programs, the Leadership Reboot. QHSC Leadership Network is my personal social responsibility, what I believe I can add as my little to the world that I've come. And I've always seen thought leaders to make lasting impact. We are going to have the program in the next 2 days. It's a program we are expecting up to 1,000 participants. Is good for us to come very early. His Excellency Laji Fashola is the keynote speaker, while I'm the motivator. We have 3 CEOs who discuss CEOs issues, and you ask them questions. There's Zira Jala, Olake Shweton, and I make sure they are female CEO. Then we have speakers, Pastor Itwa Igudalo, your team, Dr. Balogu, and Isola Lofe. And our very good moderator and anchor, Akimura Kiyo and Jokelatu. These are very powerful people that, with the help of God and people like Oluyemi Adoshi, my doctor, we're able to gather them together. Let's meet on October 1st, 2022, this in the next 2 days, at Avila Event Center. It's going to be wow, and we need all your support to be there. Thank you. For those who want to come in online, please, the link is also there. Go to the link. We'll share this across the network. Please just come in we thank you all. On this basis, I say final word. I appreciate my leader, Dr. Oluyemi Adeosun. Thank you so much. And all the audience.